back to the channel, everybody. So today I'm doing something that I've done before, and in fact I think before I tell you the story I'm going to drop in some footage of what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, so that was a couple of little clips from a snowy hike, January the 2nd, and this is called Beinn Chabhair. The reason why I'm back is, for the ones that don't remember from that video, was I didn't make it to the top. I was with David, and I got COVID that day. I knew something wasn't right, but I tried to push on, couldn't manage it, and it just floored me. By the time I got to about 800 metres, we'd done some axe work as well. We'd been one of the best days on the mountains you can get. It was just perfect scenarios with fresh snow on the ground, a little bit hard underneath, so we could use the crampons as well. Places where we could get the axe in, it was solid enough to climb, and then there was fresh snow coming down as we were climbing. It was just the ultimate scenario for a winter climb. But unfortunately, I was burst up my backside. I had to turn around, so it cut the video short. So I will put a link on it for down below, so you can have a nose again and remind yourselves of where we're at. But today, this is about redemption for me. Second time lucky, going to push on, hopefully get much better footage. It's been a break in the weather today, so it's a reasonably good day to just get out and get it done. A little bit breezy, but nothing too bad. I'm just about to hit all that boggy section soon, so you know, this is why I didn't want to do this one in the summer, because it has got a high bog rating. But we'll see what we get. We'll try. There's quite a big loop you can manoeuvre to get around it, and then we'll just push on as we go. So Beinn Chabhair, let's get on it. Oh, let me talk to you. Yeah. So, completely different walk to when we did it in January 2nd. You know, there's no ice, there's no snow, there is now a bit more of a bog. But so far so good, it's not been too bad. There's still, like at the moment, I'm kind of coming off the path a wee bit just to avoid some of the boggier bits. But it's no worse than a lot of like, core bits, you know. And you'll traditionally find that if you're used to climbing Munros, you'll get a wee surprise when you do a core bit, because there's a good chance a core bit doesn't have much of a path. So this kind of terrain I'm quite used to it, to be fair. I've got my rock boots on, for anyone who was eagle-eyed in the intro there. I've got them on today for two reasons. One, the bog. These handle the bog a bit better than what the Solomons do. And the other reason is the path's not brilliant, so it's either boggy, soft, or it's very rocky. It doesn't have those kind of like built-in steps like some other Munros have. So in the case of this one, you're kind of, oh, here we go. Yeah, so you're kind of, yeah, you're kind of in between two, yeah. So I went for the rock boots, so that when I get a bit higher up, I do remember there's a wee bit of a scramble, even when there would be no ice there, no snow. I'm pretty sure that we've still got to be a decent wee scramble to hit. So, gone with them. Just for the record, I think I mentioned this in previous videos, I definitely wouldn't wear these ones again for any of the longer ones. You know, like a big cairngorms, plateau type loop, because they don't move, they keep your foot solid to the ground. They do what they're designed to do, but they're not the most comfortable. Like the Solomons feel like you're walking on air in comparison. So I'm about 350 up. I think a quick pan what's behind me. You can see, so I'm going for that one in the middle. That's not the summit. The summit's just a little bit behind it. But it's not a huge amount behind it. You go over there, I think that's the gate. 8:20 or so, and then you kind of go over a wee ridge and then you're there. So visually when it's clear like this, you can kind of see where you're going. There's a lock-in coming up soon. I was going to stop for a break there, but I don't know, I'll see. Just the last thing before I keep walking is I haven't met a soul yet. I guess this time of year people do get put off this one because of the perceived bog. Like I say, honestly, it hasn't been that bad. I've been toying with this one or Beinn Chabhair, which are both almost identical on the bog scale and have the same kind of reputation. I could be wrong. I mean, as far as I remember, when we get to this hydropath up here, the higher hydropath, I think this was the boggier part of, or the kind of the part that you could tell would have been boggy. Obviously we came in when it was like rock hard ice. And this, to be honest, this was what I wanted to do. Either do this as a winter climb or do it in that spell. Remember that little spell back in June where we actually had a few weeks where it was near rain. I think it would have been drier out then. I mean, it's still, you can still tell that it's had a drier spell, because this is nowhere near as boggy as what I've seen people's videos of from, say, like 2021 and 2022 when they've come up here in like August, September kind of time. So it's still alright. It's just it's not like it would have been in January, which would have been the absolute best way to summit. But hey, I've got the drone in the bag, which again I'll talk to you about as we go through that one. Last you heard about the drone was crashed it in Fairy Pools of Skye. So we've got a different drone to play with. Oh no, this is going to be interesting. We have got a bit of a bog now. Let me show you this, and I'm going to get on with this. Alrighty. I have to navigate this, haven't I? Alright. So I'm gonna go for this the left-hand side approach here. This looks like the least resisted place. There we go. It's actually quite dry. You can see where the bog is. Since the original path was there, we're now having to skirt it quite a while. Again, pretty much by that wee squelch, pretty much dry. Right, let's get moving. That's the lock-in, aptly named lock-in Beinn Chabhair, and then just going to follow up that gully there. There was a little bit of footage of that in that last video I did, but it's really hard to tell a difference now because of how much difference the terrain is from the snow to this. So like I say, the lock-in as well last time it was iced up all the way through, and now this time we've got the ferns coming through. Right. So that little clip you seen at the beginning with the ice axe, it was that we were coming down there. But really the route was this way. We couldn't see roots because obviously the snow was so thick, so a lot of it was just making up as we went along, but I did wonder like if we were doing it right or not. There you go. Oh, so we're just above the point where I actually stopped last time we came down. It's so frustrating when I see how close we are to the summit, because something's not quite there, but it's just a little bit over. You still have to work for this hill. Like I'm at 6.5k at the moment, so I think it's about just under half a k left to go, so like 250 metres or so more movement. Yeah, you really got to put a shift in to get this one. Definitely be glad to get to the top and then get a bite to eat. Beinn Chabhair, out there in the distance, Beinn Chabhair and Castile. Weather's not looking great. I'm going to go and find some shelter out of the wind. So as you see, I've got the trig point behind me. I'm just going to get my lunch, look at the views. I will give you a proper view in a minute. Just want to get out the wind there. That last 20 metres was quite blustery. So I've got a wee tuna sandwich, some jelly babies, grenade bar and a can of Monster. I'll get most of that down me, maybe keep the jelly babies for the turn. And then we'll start heading home. Like I say, I'll give you a proper view. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the drone up though. It is quite blustery. I might try the drone a bit further down and bring it over the hill, but it does feel it'll probably be a little bit too windy. However, speaking of the drone, this is a new drone I've got. Ordered a replacement one. Still got the other one sent off to get repaired. It's not back yet. So in the meantime, we've got a new drone to play with. So I was hoping to get it up today, just so you can see. But we'll see. You might find a wee bit. There's a little bit less wind. I would like it on the summit though. Right, I'm gonna get my lunch. Every time I try and do a quick one, the wind just picks up. I was going to do a wee panoramic, show you what he's got, but it's really hard to do it today because the wind's so bad. I'm sheltering at the moment, but as soon as I move, it is. What I will say, if I walk around here, I'll show you down the valley into Beinn Chabhair. It's one of the most recognisable mountains there. That's Beinn Chabhair, Tarragon Ridge, and the Arc Alps, just over the other side there. If I go that side, you just get hit with the wind, so we need to stay down here at the moment. Because it's like such a strange wind. Over there, Beinn Os, pointy one, but that's obviously Beinn Chabhair. We recognise Beinn Chabhair by now. So, I finished my Monster and I'm off. Thought I'd do one without the mic just so you can hear what kind of wind we've had. I could barely get any drone footage at the top as well. I could see it fair flapping away in the wind. I don't know, it feels like about 30, 40 up here, But anyway, that's me on my way back down, nicely fed. Still got a few jelly babies in my pocket if need be. Let's just get down now, get warmed. It's quite a wee jolt down, 7.5k up, 7.5k back down. Quick one for the camera. That's me just passing the lock-in again on the way back down. So that's the first big bit of height done. Now we have that, let's say the kind of boggier walk before we get the Jumanji section. I'm not sure if I'm going to take on the jungle this time. And then I thought Ant and Deck was setting up to start doing some challenges there. But honestly, God, I put a little 5 seconds clip on it on the way up, but it was relentless, so that all the fern and stuff. So I might take the hydro path back down, which will be a quicker walk, but then it'll be a longer walk because it doesn't go down, it goes that way. So then I have to then walk down the road to get back. But I don't know, the legs are feeling a bit heavy. You know, glasses from yesterday's kind of taking its toll a wee bit. So there's a little bit of cramping, just tiny wee bit of cramping, but enough to make me consider whether or not I can be bothered to go down that awful path again, or whether I'll just take the hydro path. But let's carry on. I say now we're down here, there's still a bit of a breeze, Probably enough. This is about the level I could have got a drone up, but actually no, you can hear it. It's just too breezy. But I have got something else planned this weekend, so hopefully I can really test it out then. Fingers crossed. Alrighty, I'm gonna get my head down with this one. Check back in. A lot closer to the car, I think. Yeah. So as you can probably see, I took on the Jumanji, recut my hand. I don't know why I did that, because I knew I wasn't going to enjoy that. Did it? It wasn't even quicker. Like, from the lock-in, it was 14 minutes per K, good pace. And then when I hit Jumanji, it was 37 minutes just for that one little stretch. So had I went down the hydro path, I'd probably been back by now. Probably feeling like, oh, that was alright. I don't know. I think I am going to put this down as my least favourite Munro so far. I did have Beinn Chabhair, partly because I didn't have a view and because the route was dead boring. But then I also think if you do Beinn Chabhair from the Loch Turret route and go round, it'd make it more interesting. So I'm going to do that at some point just to clarify that one. But that's twice now I've done that. You know, in the winter conditions was still fun, but you still have the forest bit, and then you still have the boggy bit, and then you have, like, I think it's like 8 false summits when you hit height. But then you normally when you hit, like, say 750, you know you've got this one little pull to go. Well, you get 750 there, and it's just on and on and on with these little. Even when you get 925, you still have another little dip to go to get back up to the 933. So, damn, putting that one down as my least favourite Munro. I wouldn't even come and do this as a camp. It's just not appealing to me. But I'm glad I've done it now, because it was bugging me all year that I'd come up and basically got underneath the summit and then had to turn round. And I think that's number 40. I'm going to double check when I get back. But I think that's my 40th new summit. Obviously, I think I've done about 53, 54 Munros in total, and I think of how many times I've gone up, like Beinn Lomond, I think 6 times, and a couple on the Beinn Lawlers and Beinn Glasses twice. Yeah, a couple others. I had the Buchel. I've done the Buchel 3 times, I think. 4, something like that. So yeah, so I think it's my 40th new summit. So that's pretty cool. Nice little benchmark. But anyway, I've just got that wee one at the back. I actually parked at the Drovers Inn, so I'll find out when I get back what the situation is with paying for parking and stuff. There wasn't anyone at the desk when I tried to pay, so fingers crossed again. I'm not getting hammered with a fine or anything like that. But I hope you enjoyed the little video. Shame I couldn't get much in the lines of the drone. It just, it was just far too windy up there. The wee thing was shaking away, like a duck needing a pee. A really poopy thing wasn't having it, so I put Dougie the drone back away, and we'll use him in one of my next videos up for sure. Anyway, from me, Robert, Moffat, Mountain Adventures, I am going to say ta-da! I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much.